Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds in the studio. It's Thursday, and it looks like the old intern spoke too soon yesterday.
These are rather serious charges.
As soon as I saw that list, I said, well, my 4-game idea might be changing to a year after seeing that thing.
I would have to think that that's what the National Football League would do at the very least a year. And these are penalties against Rashee Rice, who has yet to turn himself in, and that's the key, has until today. Otherwise, the police go after him, which he doesn't want, so I'm sure his lawyer will say, turn yourself in, that's the leniency, we have to work every single angle we can. 8 charges, all felonies, have been issued, and actually, Mike, there could be even more. I think what the prosecutors did in this case was come up with the most serious of all the charges so they could issue that arrest warrant, and now they'll work probably on some more, including leaving the scene of an accident, which was not included in this. It still could be, but at the moment it is not. Nonetheless, the penalties all involve jail time. They are very serious. There's 1 count each of aggravated driving assault or whatever they call the thing, and 1 very serious charge involving a count of collision involving serious bodily injury, and all carry the prison time. Now, does that mean he'll get any? We'll have to wait and see, but these are very serious charges. And again, Rashee Rice and the other driver, who was a young defensive back for Southern Methodist University, I think a junior, if I'm not mistaken, forgotten his name, it's Teddy something. They were the ones, and they both have the same level of charges against them. This is rather serious.
Yeah, like I said, I spoke too soon, and that's all I'm going to say about that. As everyone knew already, John Calipari will be the next basketball coach for the Razorbacks. What's his contract look like?
It's a pretty good one.
I'm sure it does.
Now, it's standard procedure when a new coach comes in to give him a 3 to 5 year contract. Well, in Calipari's case at Arkansas, they are giving him a 5-year contract. The big difference is the starting salary, which in Calipari's case is $7 million a year. That's $7 million a year, and it's a 5-year contract. Figure for yourself. At Kentucky, he had a lifetime contract. Now, he doesn't have to buy his way out of that because he resigned. But the fact of the matter remains, at Arkansas, he'll be doing very well, but the pressures will also be on him. Probably not quite what they were at Kentucky, but very close to it.
It's nice to see when someone gets paid, which is me. NFL has announced the matchup for the first game in Brazil. Who's going to be down south?
Well, Philadelphia already knew.
Yeah, we knew the Eagles were going to be there.
And the city in Brazil is Sao Paulo, and they're playing in the Olympic Stadium, the Olympic Soccer Stadium down there, which you know is massive, 85,000, 90,000 people. Philadelphia's opponent will be the Green Bay Packers. That was named yesterday by the NFL. Now, the rest of the schedule hasn't been released yet and won't be until after the draft. But these teams all know who's playing each other. It's the dates and the times and so forth and so on, and TV has a lot to do with that. But that game is in concrete. It's ready to go. It'll be a Friday night. A Friday night game in the NFL is almost unheard of. Not literally, they've done it before, but many, many, many years ago. It'll be a Friday night game from South America, first time ever in Brazil.
And I guarantee you there's going to be millions of people trying to catch that one. They show up down south in Brazil, Ned. We're sitting here watching the Weather Channel, see if it's raining in Georgia. Well, guess what? It's raining in Georgia.
It looks like it's raining a lot in Georgia.
Yeah, they're getting it. They're getting it big time.
Well,
so have they even started to play at the Masters?
No, they won't start with situations like that. And I imagine a lot of it is thunder and lightning and so forth and so on. So you do not take the course. I've forgotten what the PGA rule is now, but I think the lightning has to be 10 miles away if they'll and before they allow you to play. Anyway, the fact of the matter remains that they'll be probably very slow in getting started down at Augusta, have to go through the traditional opening ceremonies and so forth and so on, and then the field will be underway. But the first round is today, continues right on through Sunday, when the crowning, or not crowning in this case, but the green jacket, symbolic of the Masters champion, will be awarded. John Rahm is the defending champion, the reigning champion, and he'll be among the favorites.
So it seems to me that the guys in the PGA have never seen Caddyshack because according to Bill Murray, you can play in the rain all you want to.
Well, now that is right. The rain you can, but not lightning.
I mean, there was lightning in that too. I mean,
was there?
Yeah, oh yeah. The preacher gets struck by lightning and ends up turning his back on God because of it, because he was golfing the best game he'd ever golfed in his life. You should watch that movie again, Ned. So you're talking yesterday about the Royals-Astros series right now and how that went to extra innings. Yesterday, Royals made them look like they're not going anywhere.
Well, let me tell you something. The old broadcaster, you wouldn't remember him because way, way before your time, but one of the Brooklyn Dodgers' famed announcers was a fellow named Walter Red Barber. And he and Vin Scully worked together in Scully's formative years back in the late 40s, early 50s. Red was a Southern guy, and he loved to use the expression when the Dodgers were doing good, "Hey, folks, they're tearing up the pea patch." Well, that's exactly what the Royals are doing. 11-2 over the Houston Astros last night. And no, it was not an extra inning game. 11-2 is a thrashing. Vinny Pasquantino had 5 of the 11 RBIs. Hey, this team's playing well. In fact, their records are just reversed from what the Astros have. Kansas City's 8-4, 8 wins, 4 losses. The Houston Astros are 4 wins, 8 losses. Hey, Kansas City's playing very well, folks.
They absolutely are. How about the St. Louis Cardinals?
They came up short yesterday. Philadelphia beat them 4-3. Cardinals looked like they might have another chance in the last of the 9th inning, but Jordan Walker hit into a game-ending double play, and that was it. And Springbirds, as you might expect, were rained out, and they will play a doubleheader tomorrow.
All right, so the Bears had a tough matchup in Oklahoma.
Did win.
Yeah, they did. But, and we talked a little bit about Oral Roberts being down, but you know what? You'll take those dubs when you can get them. What's their next opportunity?
It is this morning, and the Bears will play. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday matchup for Missouri State. They're hosting Illinois Chicago at Hammons Field, and the reason these are all late morning starts, that's today, tomorrow, and Saturday, is because of the Springfield Cardinals playing at home at night. So there has to be a 2-hour departure in time between the end of the Bears game and the start. Give the team batting practice and fielding practice and things like that. So the Bears start at 11 o'clock each morning, including today, and then the Cardinals play tonight.
Hopefully they're getting their rest and eating their Wheaties in the morning, Ned. You have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.